Hello everyone. Okay, I wanted to show you guys another thing that I did with the My Paper Pumpkin for July 2013. So this is the original, this is what I did, and remember I added these two Simply Pressed Clay blossoms and buttons because I wanted to do something a little bit different than what they recommended, other than just like stamp hearts in the center of those. So this is what I did before, and you've seen the video for that. So I wanted to do something a little bit different and show you what else you can do with your My Paper Pumpkin. We'll take our card base, and I'm doing this upside down as usual, but you'll get the idea. Alright, so I'm actually using colors that are in these hexagons. I'm using Primrose Petals and Daffodil Delight. And I'm using the chevron stamp, and again my Stamp-O-Majig. And okay, pretty good. Clean your stamp off and grab your Daffodil Delight pad, and I'm going to fill in these empty spaces with the Daffodil Delight. What I'm going to do is use a ribbon punch, which I've used before. I don't know how well you can see this, but that makes a little slit when you punch it. So I'm going to take it, and I'm actually punching this hexagon out right now because I'm going to wrap a ribbon through here. So what I'm going to do is punch the ribbon slide punch twice along the score of the cardstock. Punched it twice, and I am taking some Primrose Petals satin stitched ribbon. All right, I'm going to pull it through the front of the card, through the slots, and then through the hexagon. And just play with it a little bit so you can figure out where you want your tie to be. But before you do that, you kind of want to get it placed where you want it. And you're going to take your Hello to You stamp. And what I did was I inked it up in the Daffodil Delight first, and then I did the thump technique using the Primrose Petals marker. But I don't like that it didn't really give me that much of a contrast with the Daffodil Delight and the Primrose Petals, so I'm actually going to do the rock and roll technique. So ink it up first in the Daffodil Delight and then rock and roll some of the Primrose Petals into it. And then just be careful when you stamp it down because you might have some along the edges and you don't want to get it all over, so don't rock it on your paper. It came out a little bit more Primrose Petals and a little less Daffodil Delight, but it's not bad. I actually like it a little bit better than I did with the thumb technique. Okay, then I'm going to pop out, excuse me, I'm going to pop out all of my other little hexagons. Okay, so I'm going to take one of the hexagons that I just popped out, and using the heart stamp that comes with the My Paper Pumpkin kit, I'm going to ink it up in Primrose Petals. And I'm just going to stamp it right down on one of those hexagon pieces that I just popped out of the front of that card. I'm going to go ahead and start placing some of those self-adhesive hexagons that came along with it on different spots of the paper. I'm going to take my primrose petals and that heart back out. Get it as clean as you can and get up in the Daffodil Delight. It's like, oh, that one came out really nice. So then you're going to take that heart on the hexagon that you stamped a moment ago and just take a little bit of, or just a little slice of a dimensional. What you're going to do is fold your card, and you see where this little line is? I didn't want that showing in my other card, so I gave it a little bit of a block by using the heart. So you're just going to position it through its companion hexagon. You pop it through, and there you go. And you can write pretty easily. You could probably write in black or whatever in the pink areas, but you can write pretty easily even in pink in the Daffodil Delight chevron areas. And that's it. That is my alternative to the My Paper Pumpkin card. This one was the original idea, again, minus the 2 Simply Pressed clay embellishments that I put on there. So, that's it. I hope you all enjoyed it. Until next time, happy stamping!